All right, so we're diving deep today into why exactly Duke University is trending right now.
Yeah, we've got news articles and reports pointing to a few key factors. So it's our job to kind of distill what's most important and why this might be capturing the public's attention.
I think that's a great place to start.
Yeah.
The sources highlight three main reasons for Duke's recent prominence in the news:
Hmm.
an unexpected appearance in the HBO series The White Lotus,
Oh, wow.
its consistent reputation in academics and athletics, and then broader trends affecting U.S. higher education as a whole.
Right. It's like a perfect storm of
Yeah.
factors coming together.
Let's start with the most unusual, its connection to the White Lotus.
Okay.
Apparently, in a recent episode around late March 2025,
Mm-hmm.
it was titled Denials.
Okay.
A character was wearing Duke University apparel in a way that did not sit well with the university.
Oh.
Officials reportedly expressed their displeasure over this use of their logo, feeling it didn't align with their values. And this has led to online chatter, including posts on X and news coverage from outlets like Yahoo,
What?
creating this buzz around Duke in a very unexpected way.
Uh-huh.
What stands out to you about this situation?
I think for me, the most immediate thing is the element of surprise
Right.
because Duke has a very carefully cultivated image.
Yes.
And this unplanned association with a popular fictional context creates this jolt.
Yeah.
It makes people stop and pay attention in a way that maybe reading about some new research finding or, some routine announcement from the university
I
wouldn't.
totally agree.
It's that clash of worlds in a way that's really attention grabbing.
Now, stepping back from the fictional drama for a minute,
Right.
we know Duke has a long-standing reputation as a top-tier private research university in Durham, North Carolina,
Absolutely.
and it consistently ranks among the best in the U.S., especially in fields like medicine, law, and business. I mean, the Duke University Medical Center, for instance, is a leader in healthcare innovation, so they're often in the news for research breakthroughs.
Sure.
This ongoing academic prestige, I think, naturally keeps Duke in the public eye.
Yeah. And it's like the baseline
Exactly.
against which this White Lotus incident or, frankly, any news about Duke
Yeah.
gets viewed. It really shapes how people interpret and react to what they're hearing about the university.
Right. And I mean, a university without that same strong foundation might not even get the same level of attention,
Exactly.
positive or negative, from something like this White Lotus thing.
Right.
And then there's the athletic powerhouse that is the Duke Blue Devils.
Okay.
While the information that we have here doesn't mention a specific game on March 29th, 2025,
Mm-hmm.
their performance during the basketball season, particularly around March Madness, frequently puts Duke in the headlines.
Of course.
So there's fan discussions, game analyses, recruiting news. All of this contributes to Duke's visibility.
Right.
And here's where it gets really interesting for me. How does this consistent success in both academics and athletics amplify the impact of something totally unexpected, like the White Lotus incident?
I think it goes back to that contrast.
Okay.
But it's also the breadth of Duke's public footprint, right? They're not just known for one thing.
Yeah.
So this multifaceted presence means that this unexpected event with the White Lotus resonates with a wider range of people.
Right.
You have alumni, you have sports fans, people who follow medicine.
Right.
And so this incongruity between their generally very serious,
Yeah.
high-achieving image
Yeah.
and this potentially unflattering
Yeah.
or at least unexpected portrayal in a pop culture context
Yeah.
becomes that much more pronounced and, people talk about it more.
Finally, we can't ignore the broader context of U.S. higher education.
Right.
Recent news cycles have touched on topics like free speech debates, funding issues, and immigration policies affecting universities all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Our sources mention reports from outlets like the New York Times and Reuters about legal cases at other institutions, administrative changes, like at Columbia University, for example.
Right.
So while these stories don't directly involve Duke, they create an environment where elite universities are generally under more scrutiny, potentially contributing to Duke's overall trending status. If we kind of connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
how might these wider trends influence public perception of an institution like Duke when something unusual like this White Lotus thing happens?
Well, I think these broader discussions kind of create this heightened awareness
Okay.
of universities in general in the
Yeah.
public eye.
Yeah.
So when something unusual happens at a place like Duke,
Yeah.
it gets filtered through this existing lens of scrutiny and debate, right? So it
Yeah.
can tap into these pre-existing narratives or concerns that people have about the role and image of these institutions.
Yeah.
and it can amplify the significance of what might otherwise be seen as just like a minor pop culture blip.
Right. And this social media buzz on X that we see according to our sources really highlights this White Lotus mention as a key driver
Uh-huh.
of Duke's recent trending status.
Yeah.
There's a lot of amusement and curiosity about the university's reaction,
Mm-hmm.
with some people online drawing comparisons to Duke's generally serious public image.
Right. It shows how these unexpected pop culture moments can really cut through the noise
Yeah.
and generate immediate widespread attention.
So for you, what does all of this boil down to?
Well, it seems like Duke's trending status right now is this interesting mix of factors.
Yeah.
You have this surprising pop culture moment that grabbed headlines.
Yeah.
Their long-standing reputation in academics and sports provides the context.
Right.
And then the broader conversation around higher education in the U.S. acts as this amplifier.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And it really makes us think about how all of these things,
It's true.
fictional TV show, real-world achievements,
Yeah.
ongoing societal discussions, they all contribute to constantly shaping the public image
Right.
of a prominent institution like Duke.
Exactly.
Oh, it's super dynamic.
Very much so.
It's not just one thing.
So,
Here's a final thought for you.
okay.
Given how quickly the news cycle spins and how many different things can suddenly put a university in the spotlight,
Mm-hmm.
what unexpected event do you think might grab attention next for a different institution?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be something we'll be talking about soon.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.